What's up, fellow YouTubers and runners? My name is Daryl. I am a less than amateur runner. Started running over 10 years ago just because I wanted to lose some weight, whatever, and then just got caught up in the whole thing. I have run 7 different marathons, and I'm currently running for charity, RNID. I got a spot with RNID to run the London Marathon, which I'm currently training for. Today's run called for 13 miles, and I needed to upgrade my shoes. I was running in the gel Nimbus 25s for my long runs. They have 300 miles on them, so I thought that I would switch them out, and I went with the same model just to upgrade with the gel Nimbus 26s. But before I start talking about them, let's take them for a run. I will say before reviewing the shoes or talking about the shoes, I'm definitely not a shoe expert. I've been, again, running for about 10 years, or maybe a little bit more than that. Definitely not a shoe expert. Up until a few years ago, I would train in the same model for the whole entire, the training, the race itself. I would stick to one model, and that was always usually like a Nike Pegasus or something. So this is all new to me, trying to talk about shoes, so please bear with me while I figure this whole stuff out. All right, guys, so I ended up with 13.1 miles, a half marathon. The plan was to go with 2 miles at an easy pace, around 9:51, and then pick it up for 9 miles at marathon pace, which was around 8:45-ish. And then do the final 2 at back at the easy pace. But I did feel pretty good and finished out the 11 miles at my ideal marathon pace, which is around 8:45, I think I said. So I think overall, let me take a look, 13.1 miles, average pace was 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Run felt good, shoes felt good. So let's go ahead and talk about them. This is the Asics Gel Nimbus 26. They're not a lightweight shoe, they're a max cushion shoe, not like an ultra light shoe, but they're very comfortable. Asics has at the website for a size 9, which I actually have a size 9 here. Says it weighs about 10.7 ounces. Mine I weighed and it came in at about 10.9, so not much of a difference via their website. Stack height, very similar if not identical to the Asics Gel Nimbus 25s. The stack height on the heel here is 41.5, and then down in the forefoot I think it's 35.5 or 33.5, which gives it an 8mm drop on the shoe. So these shoes, the upper on these shoes, according to the website, and I think it is different than the previous model, the 25s, it's an engineered upper knit. And I don't know if that's what makes it a little bit stiffer than the 25s, but it definitely feels overall a little bit stiffer. I don't know if it has to do with that or if it's any of the other material that makes it feel like it's stiffer, but still it feels very comfortable when you're running in it. There is plenty of ventilation on the shoe, but for me, when I went running, for some reason I wore cotton socks and that didn't go over so well. My feet were really sweaty. So if anybody has any good sock recommendations, send them to me, please. Not the socks, the recommendation. Similar to the last set of shoes, or the 25s, I don't know if I can get this in focus. The tongue is made of that stretch material, which I seem to like. I've had other people, I've heard that they don't like the tongue, but I like it. It feels comfortable. The heel also still has this, I don't know what that's called. It goes around the heel. Maybe it's to protect your heel or something, and then it still has the pull tab. So if you want to just pull your shoes on instead of tie them, or untie them or whatever, you can do that. But it feels pretty comfortable when you put your foot in. There's a lot of padding inside the heel here. It feels very comfortable on the shoe. All right, so on the midsole, similar to the 25s, it has the same stack height, 41.5 here and 33.5 up front, which gives it an 8mm drop. It also has the FF Blast Plus foam that goes all the way through the bottom of the shoe, which is a very comfortable ride. And for those people who are heel strikers, the back has the gel in it, which gives it a nice squishy feel while you're running. It feels very comfortable. All right, so the outsole of the shoe is definitely an upgrade over the 25s. I'll put them here side-by-side comparison so you can see them. Totally different design on the back side of these, or underneath, I'm sorry. If you notice here, there's a little bit of a gap here, while on this new version of the shoe, I think it's called the, gosh, I'm gonna have to look at it, the Hybrid Asics Grip. So it goes all the way through the shoe up here to the front. According to the website, it's supposed to give you better grip during all conditions. I didn't really have any problems with the 25s while I was running in rain, but I guess people have commented to Asics that they felt like they would slip in these. So they did upgrade the bottoms. It still has this, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, the Ahar Plus. I don't know what the difference between this is and this is, but it does have a nice grip on it. Looks cool, very comfortable. I haven't really run in the rain, and I just had them for the 13 miles. So I can always let you know after I do like a 100-mile review on the shoes to see. All right, so who is the Gel Nimbus 26 edition for? I'll tell you why I bought it. I bought it for my Sunday long runs while training for the London Marathon. Which usually when I run on Sundays for the long runs, I do it slower than my ideal marathon pace. So I back off the pace by a minute, minute and a half, even 2 minutes slower. So it's a very comfortable shoe. It's a, what do they call it, max cushion shoe. So it feels good on those Sunday long runs. I enjoy it, but I think, I mean, I wouldn't be using it for any speed work. It's a heavier shoe, so if you plan on doing some speed work, I would definitely buy something else. There's a lot of other shoes you could use for that. I'm sure you could get away with using it for really anything you wanted. If you want to use it for your daily trainer, you could do that too, but I prefer it just to save it for Sundays. I expect to get a lot of miles out of this shoe since it feels very durable. Last set of Asics Gel Nimbus editions, I got about just over 300 miles on it, so I expect to probably get just as much on this shoe right here. So if you're looking to buy either one of these shoes, I would honestly, I really do like this shoe here, but this one I do prefer. It feels to me, I think it's a tad bit lighter, but it also feels, for me, this shoe feels a little bit softer. Well, this one feels a little bit stiff. Of course, I'm going to use it for the remaining of my training and beyond. But right now, I think this is listed on Amazon at about $160. While the last time I checked a couple weeks ago, the Nimbus 25s were down to about 120. So you could probably still pick up and find your size in this edition of the shoe. But overall, yeah, definitely would recommend this shoe as well as my other favorite, the Gel Nimbus 25s. I just wanted to say thank you if you made it this far in the video. Thank you for watching. I know I'm a little awkward. I don't know a lot about shoes. I'm still learning all the proper verbiage because it's not something I've been into for a very long time. Just before, when I was buying shoes, I'm like, oh, it's cheap, it's affordable, I like the color, it looks nice. But now I'm learning, you know, about shoe rotations for different purposes, your daily trainer, your speed work, long runs, and race day shoes. Yeah, still learning about uppers, midsoles, and the sole itself. So thank you for watching, and as my friend Gary Lubert used to say, it's going to be a wonderful day.